If you have vertigo, MDDS, Meniere's disease, or misdiagnosed BPPV, you're going to want to know about this diagram here, and you're probably wondering what the heck that is. That little green area right there is called the vestibular nucleus, and it sits right here inside of the neck. And there's feedback from three different sources: your eyes, your ears, and the one that almost no one knows about are the joints in the upper neck. Now, most people with these vestibular disorders have been checked by the HENT, they've been on meclizine, Antivert. If they got diagnosed with BPPV, they've had the Epley maneuver. And if you had the Epley maneuver and it hasn't worked, it's highly likely that this is the source of the problem. This vertebra right here, called the atlas, sits right underneath the skull, and it's right in this area right here. And a lot of these patients with vestibular disorders that have not responded to conventional care, its root cause is coming from that nucleus being interfered with by nerve feedback information from the joint surface. And what happens is you're in an injury in the past, one that you may not even remember because it doesn't have to be a rollover accident at 50 miles an hour, a blunt trauma like a 5-mile-an-hour rear ender. That jolt can shift that vertebra out of position underneath the skull. And the reason that's important with vestibular disorders, the joint can misalign, it can tear the soft tissue, and then the feedback from these nerve receptors on the joint surface send bad feedback into the cord right here. And this is why many people with vestibular disorders, when they bend their head in certain orientations, it sets their dizziness or the vestibular stuff off because it's affecting the nerve endings on the joint surface. So if this sounds like you, leave a comment in the comment section below. We can find you a specialist in somewhere in the world that specializes in this upper neck area to determine A, if it's out of position, and B, if it's out of position, how is it out of position? Everyone's joints are built differently, everyone's out of place differently. Once that's known, a very precise correction is made with no twisting, no yanking, or no popping of the neck to restore normal motion back into the segment, to remove the irritation off the cord, to restore normal joint motion, and over time, all these things start to move back towards normal balance through a healing process. Again, leave a comment in the comment section below if this is you.